Hey dude that made this map, Chateau, I think that was Drew that made this map. Okay, so A point. A point feels like there's a little bit too much distance in between the gates and the point. Like we should probably be able to see the point. If you bring this whole structure a little bit forwards, I'm not sure, that's probably too simple of a change. It'd help a little bit just to bring the combat of dealing with the first point onto the first point instead of like when blue team came out of this doorway here, there's so many places that they had to deal with. Lane mentioned how on Badwater, at least with one of the points, you know, something will be like obstructed, so you can kind of like exit from one area and not have to deal with the other entire area. But from here, you have to deal with everyone up there. You have to deal with the snipers that are sitting up there. You have to deal with the people that are standing on top of the point. You have to deal with all the people who are hiding in all the bushes and all the things over here because they can do that and they do that. So you should probably actually maybe potentially clip off these things, maybe at least make them no build if they aren't already no build, or just make it so that when you walk over top of the brushes, it's like a smooth clip over top, you know, so you have to like stand right on top of the brushes or you get nudged up with a clip or something. Second point, okay, A point. A point should maybe take a little bit tiny bit longer to cap, like 3 seconds. B point, make it 5 or 10 seconds longer to cap because it got capped always. We never defended B, and it just got capped within like a minute of people or blue team capturing A. C point felt pretty good. Lane mentioned in game, and you should probably watch the demo for the recording of this, but he said that it was probably too easy for red team to flank blue team who's attacking C, but otherwise the combat on C, and I agree with him, felt pretty good. Yeah, so like this underground flank was probably a little bit too powerful. I'm not really sure how you'd make that less powerful. Brighten it up with bigger lights, even potentially nudge this doorway a little bit back so you can't just like get behind them. Instead you have to like approach them from the front a little bit, you know, if the doorway was there. Something like that might be a bit better. So I would say keep C point as it is. There's a little bit of weirdness how there's this massive space over here. Keep C point as it is just because you don't want to change everything. Second, I think you should maybe change the doors. It's hard to tell when they're locked because this door does lock and there's no way to tell if it locks or not. I mean, you could say that about normal doors too, but usually they'll have that thing that goes down that says like, you know, with the hands, the stop hand, like you can't go through here. If you could do that on these doors, maybe that would be actually a good thing. At least for the temporary, for right now, just have the big normal stop door, like you can't go through there when it gets locked. I think that would be a good change, just temporarily. Of course, it doesn't fit the theme of the map, just for the time being. The overall layout of the map was a bit odd. Even Lane mentioned you could just remove B point if you didn't want to change the cap times too much, and the distances wouldn't be too crazy. And I kind of agree with that. It would probably work. But if you do want to keep B point as it is, I would just increase the cap time of A by 1 second or 2 seconds or 3 seconds and increase the cap time of B by like 10 seconds just to get a rundown of how it is and try to minimize some of the sight lines on for blue team approaching A because they would just get destroyed all the time. Oh, and have the locking door sign. I think that and would and fix the flank too. And I think that would be good for A3. Okay, see ya.